I guess with the SaaS companies, I just choose the main target keyword and secondary ones, and usually they don't change, and optimize for that and build authority around that. What I specify in is high quality link building and managing to place links on various high traffic websites.
Kateryna Myroniuk is a founder who's built not one, but 2 businesses from scratch, a thriving SEO agency and a SaaS product called Audext. She went from freelancing on Upwork to managing remote teams, scaling her own tools, and even writing a book along the way. In this episode, you'll hear the real behind the scenes of her journey, the wins, the setbacks, and the mindset that kept her going.
Was it hard for you to start your SaaS business to get maybe your first 100 users?
It took 4 months for a crappy work, and I've learned to hire and fire people fast to proceed. Just be bold and pursue your goals and believe in yourself, and even if they don't work out, you'll find something better along the journey.
Do you believe in content though, investing in content more? Because now it's just so much cheaper to create content.
Specific optimization for specific keywords without it looking over stuffy, because what ChatGPT looks for is the authority and relevance, and it's the same for Google and for ChatGPT. Everyone prefers human written and checked content because
E-coffee with experts.
Katya, welcome to the show. How are you?
Thank you. Thank you for having me. I'm great. Waking up.
Same here. But as e-coffee with experts, I got some sip of coffee before I joined the show. But having a podcast episode always give me a dopamine rush. I don't know about you, but for me, it's
Yeah,
yes.
I feel you.
I would like to get to know you a little bit. Obviously, you're running 2 companies, which is amazing. People barely run one well successfully. How did you start? How did you start both of your companies, and what made you decide? What made you decide to found these 2 companies?
Yeah, thanks. Great question. I've started the first one, SEO agency, SearchEva, because I wanted to work remotely. And I've started as a freelancer, and I couldn't understand why people need to sit in the office for 8-10 hours when in my case, it's everything is possible to do online, and going to the office actually declined my performance opposed to working by myself. So when I got a chance, I've quit my job, started to look for freelancing projects on Upwork, succeeded in it, and decided to hire first help, assistants at the time, and teach them to do basic SEO tasks. And that's how I've managed to get more clients and grow my business from there. And for Audext, I've always wanted as a service business. I haven't felt like I have anything in particular that I own. So I was always thinking of getting some product business into product business, which I did. And I was looking for the idea. And I also had some couple of podcast episodes many years ago. And that's how when I've decided to optimize them for SEO, when I was looking for audio to text transcription, it was hard for me. The idea was pretty simple, that if you have audio, you should transcribe it to the text automatically without paying anyone hundreds of dollars. But it was hard to me to find such a product online in Google. So I analyzed the niche, saw the opportunity, hired the first developer, and went from there.
That's amazing. What year did you decide to launch Audext?
I think it was 2019 or something, before a pandemic, but not far ago.
I see. How did you... It must have been a great learning journey as well, building a SaaS product. And of course, being a service provider yourself. First of all, personally, I don't know how you found the time to manage all this. It sounds a lot. Secondly, is that audio text, this service is pretty much available now to a lot of apps as well, reverse side FM, as we are recording now, it's transcribing automatically. How did you find that, people picked up on this trend really quickly, such as reverse side FM and other tools?
How did I pick up the
you were
audience?
Pretty much. I feel like you were pretty much before. Oh my God, such a cute cat! The guest appearance, the real guest appearance. What's her name? What's his name?
Sharma.
Sharma. Good morning.
Good morning.
So cute. No, what I'm just thinking is that I feel like your product was way ahead of its time.
Yeah.
And after that, your competition probably become a lot strong?
Yeah, that's exactly what happened. We used various APIs at the time because like big companies, all of them had APIs accessible, but none of them, like not none of them, now some of them have user-friendly interface, but at the time there wasn't. So we built a product on top of that. But still, there are lots of use cases where people need specifically third-party audio-to-text transcription. For example, when they have a separate recording and they need to transcribe it and then edit the text, and like that identifies speakers and all of that after the recording was done. And also with like, I think it depends on where you get your traffic from. If it's target traffic, you'll get your users.
Yeah, yeah, correct. Was it hard for you to start your SaaS business to get like maybe like your first 100 users?
Yeah, because I was young and bold, but didn't have any experience. I just thought that I'll learn as I go, which is like such projects. And Audext specifically, was a great and is a great learning tool for me. Because as I said, when I had the idea, it took me one day to consult my developer friends to get the task for development and to like not hire, but start searching for a developer. So I hired the first one, and that's where the learning curve began, because he was like promising to finish the work like in, let's say, a month. It took 4 months for a crappy work, and I've learned to hire and fire people fast to proceed. It took me, I guess, a year to complete the first MVP. So that's when I've learned how to hire right people and how it's important to hire right people for the product and trust what they do, not what they say.
Amen. Amen to that. Yesterday morning, I had a podcast where I was a guest and I talked about operations and like people management as well. And one thing I recommended on the other episode is like you constantly need to test people, even when you don't have a very critical projects, like, building Audext, like maybe something smaller could just help. In my case, like I do a lot of content and social media posts and stuff. So for me, I constantly need creatives. Like in your case, you constantly need technical people, developers and such, or SEOs. So for me, like the way I test creatives is like, I just test you for a couple of posts, like nothing else. Like it's just, can you edit these 5 videos for me on, I guess, low pressure, not moving the needle that much. It does get the job done, but if it doesn't, it's also fine for me. But at least I can see if the person is capable, knows the stuff, knows the skills. But again, like I think it takes time, and most business owners don't have the time to constantly test people. But yeah, that's one way to strategize and, get through the hurdle of people management. But tell us more about SEO. So you have an SEO agency as well as Audext, which is a SaaS product. Does it mean that you also consult a lot of SaaS companies and that helps your SaaS business? Does your client base differ from your actual?
Well, I think like 80% of my clients are software or SaaS businesses or some cloud-related businesses, but also there are like 20, 30 product businesses. I mean, like hardware products, which I see that for me, for me, it was always better to work online. And I see that, like, for me personally, I'm not envy for people who own hardware businesses or something now in the US due to the tariffs. So yeah, it's crazy. So yeah, mainly SaaS and cloud-related businesses.
That must have helped your company a lot, though, right? Like when you said that you didn't have experience, but in fact you do have experience because your clients are in a similar niche.
Yeah, for sure. I meant I didn't have an experience with building SaaS company from scratch, but promoting, yeah, for sure.
So in my previous company, I was an ops manager, and I found that some of our clients were SaaS companies. So what I found is SaaS was really hard to build SEO strategy for because the features kept changing and kept adding. How do you go about that problem?
I guess with the SaaS companies, I just choose the main target keyword. And secondary ones, and usually they don't change, and optimize for that and build authority around that. And for the features, you can always pass link juice from main pages to the ones you build. Depends on the feature. If it's some unique one, it'll pick up fast, even without links, because you can, if it's a target niche there is even if there is a competition, but you optimize for the specific keyword, it will pick up fast, even if when others competitors have 100 plus backlinks to the specific page and you have 5 or 10.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yes. Do you find it then, because SaaS products are really specific to one problem, like in your case, transcribing audio to text? Do you find it like your SEO strategy is some sort of somehow easier than, for example, physical products?
Yeah, I think so. At least what I specify in is high quality link building and managing to place links on various high traffic websites. And of course, when we can choose some random keyword that don't look salesy for some platforms when you are promoting hardware products or some products in general, and it's like security cameras, you can't place a link to security cameras selling page without it looking salesy.
Yeah.
So it's harder in that case.
Yes. As link building I think is becoming more and more important with the AI overviews, as well as people pivoting to ChatGPT for answer. Do you use any new link building strategies to help your clients stand out?
I think nothing new, but what worked before works for ChatGPT as well, because I saw my business Audext in ChatGPT as well, and clients ones. Before setting a goal to optimize for ChatGPT, and I guess what works there is authority, and as I said, specific optimization for specific keywords without it looking over stuffy, because what ChatGPT looks for is the authority and relevance, and it's the same for Google and for ChatGPT.
Yeah, awesome. I think I never really digged into link building until I saw how much people pivoted to GPT, Claude, and so forth. And I just see that there's a big trend moving towards searching on just TikTok and ChatGPT. Like, people just don't want to Google anymore. And the barrier to find answers is just so much easier, so much lower in ChatGPT than in Google. Now it's like a back in our day kind of thing when, one of my skills is that I can Google stuff. Because a lot of people didn't know how to Google things properly, right? They would constantly look for answers from other people. With some tech-savvy generation like ours, we can just okay, let's just Google this, which also took some digging, because you need to go to page 1 to page 2 and then go through some subreddits. But now AI tools just makes it so much easier to find the answer really quickly, which is why I see that SEOs have to pivot some way or a little bit to link building, but more to link building, sorry. But in your experience, do you see any more new strategies in SEO that can help them to pivot to this new kind of search?
I guess for ChatGPT, new kind of strategies, it's hard to say about the new kinds of strategies. Maybe, like I said, authority, I guess Google is. I've read yesterday that Google is the next Bing. So because ChatGPT already introduces query suggestion when you start typing something. So as they say with SEO, every year it's almost dead. It's just every strategy is, I guess, not dead. It's just circulating from the new angle. Yeah. So for ChatGPT, it would be authority and I guess building a specific structure, because it's still a bot, but Google is a bot as well, just a different bot. So structurizing content in a specific way, I always, and I guess it's part of every marketing strategy, analyze your competition. So that's when you analyze ChatGPT, the same way you can analyze what suggestion they have in the answer box, and analyze the competitors who are coming up in that way, and see what they have in your niche, because it can be different for a specific niche.
Yeah. Yeah. I like your way of thinking, like, the strategy stay the same, but like it's circulating in a different platform. But at the end of the day, both are bots and GPT and other AI tools. And then kind of like our job as marketers is how to organize information on our
Yeah,
website, which
yeah,
is our control.
yeah,
And link building is like so we can hypothetically target pages, we can probably buy links and stuff, but it's more like it's kind of like less of our control
yeah.
as compared to on page, right? So do you believe in like content though, like investing in content more, because now it's just so much cheaper to create content?
Yeah, of course. I think first of all, I haven't seen with my clients. I don't have clients that are okay with using AI generated content. Everyone prefers human written and checked content because I don't know, even I guess on the energy level you can feel what the difference between two. And when a person writes it, they put their energy into it and their view and their vision. Probably it can all be automized with bots, but still there will be a difference. And I guess not everything you create or a company creates can be automized. Content creation is one of such parts.
Yeah, yeah, I agree. We had this problem as well in-house where client would it's more about taste at this one point. Like it's not because it takes so much longer for SEOs to find out if this content piece is working or not working. And the initial quality phase is really just, does the client like it? And if they don't like it, again, like they have the power to say, I'm not paying for this. So I think it's a takeaway for SEOs. Like it doesn't matter what you think; it's whatever what your client at the end of the day willing to pay for. Yeah. So one thing I know that you let's pivot to more like entrepreneurship and marketing leadership. Again, at the beginning, you mentioned that you were a freelancer. You wanted to get out of the 9 to 5 office life. Same here. I don't like to work in an office. I think COVID was life changing. Let's just say that for me. Um, and how were you able to balance this much? Doing client work, building your own SaaS product, and then keeping it going. Like how?
Yeah, it was crazy. There are different kinds of people. I guess I'm the person who is active when there are a lot of projects, and I can complete more when I have multiple tasks. But at some point, there was a point when I had this SEO business, SaaS business, and also writing a book and publishing it, and like preparing to publish it. And I had all this planned out. And at that point, I just started to meditate and learned various spiritual stuff, which helped me a lot. And from there, I learned how to balance my inner world, to prioritize myself opposed to all the projects I have, because they never end. Different projects evolve and change into other ones. Yesterday I've heard a nice suggestion to just at the end of the day or the week ask yourself a percentage of the time you devoted to each project, and if you're okay with it. If not, what you want to change. It's, I guess, easy question, but starts great changes.
I think that's a very profound takeaway because a lot of people don't think of digging deeper to our spirituality as well as mindfulness. They kind of think of hacks or another business tip or something to carve more time for themselves. But I like the way you deal with different pressure and like how you emphasize prioritization, which I think all of us need to learn. Even if you're a founder or non like a employee, it's very, very important.
Yeah, and for founders as well, for a scaling phase, it's vitally important to learn how to delegate to grow.
Yeah. And one thing I'd like to highlight that you were one of the most successful freelancers, right, on Payoneer.
Yeah, yeah.
How did that feel like? Also, congratulations.
Thank you. Well, that felt interesting because their process was not hard. I just told my story, shared my data, and somehow they chose me.
No,
But
you're
maybe
playing.
it's somewhat an imposter syndrome.
I'm pretty
So
sure
it
you
felt great.
it. Like, yeah, yeah.
And it felt nice, and I managed to also. They had some monetary reward So I used that invested it in my education, SEO education as well. I went to some not webinar, seminar, like 3-day seminar with the orange guy. I don't remember his name. A link checker tool in Vienna. So it was nice.
Okay. Yeah. I think a lot of people can learn from your journey. We are coming to the end of the show, but I want to ask you this. I think you wrote a book. You're an agency owner. You founded a SaaS tool. You're about to sell, which is an incredible journey. And I think not only does it require hard work, but also creativity to keep things going, as well as keep things fun. Do you have any go-to ritual to actually unplug and stay creative long term?
Long time, no. I guess creativity is something that comes when you're relaxed, I guess. So staying relaxed and balanced is important for me because I'm kind of person where I can't work too much. Be tired and still work. And I don't think there are many people that can. So keeping yourself balanced and knowing your limits is important to keep your creativity, because no one wants, there is no person or animal who can work constantly without relaxation and still keep going.
Amazing. I think the takeaway here is the rest is not a reward, but just part of the process itself, right? To take rest.
Yeah, for sure.
And to recharge. Well, Katya, thank you so much for joining the show. I'm super honored that you were here. I love connecting with successful women, and this podcast allowed me to meet you. Anyway, so I'm going to link everything down like you shared with us, your book, as well as your agency. But any takeaway you would like to share with the audience before we go?
Takeaway is just be bold and pursue your goals and believe in yourself, and even if they don't work out, you'll find something better along the journey. And even with your businesses, if they are not the way they are now, you don't know the bigger picture now. That's why everything changes, and just enjoy the journey.
Amazing. Thank you so much, Katya, and I hope to see you.
Bye.